Well, hello, Shell Buddies, and welcome to the Bazoo channel. This week, we're going to finally show some of the actual shelling we did right after Bertha brushed by us and see some of the piles and fun things that are out there at both Sunset Beach and Pass A Grille, where we're going to hook up with Keily and do some more shelling with buddies. We haven't seen surf like this at Sunset Beach, nor surfers, in a good many months. Buttercup and this little calico scallop. Cool. Ooh, that makes me happy. And Atlantic Fat Talon, my swoopy potato chips.
Potato chips, Shell.
I love my swoopy potato chips. All right, what do we got here? Oh, pretty prickly with just the lightest pinky lavender in there. Oh, that's so beautiful. My goodness. And a yellow cockle and another sunray Venus. Oh, and try not to mind the looks like somebody punched me in both eyes kind of a look today. The autoimmune raccoon is back in full force, and I could have some Sephora tattoo covering and that would still be there. So there's no point in trying to cover it. I don't. It is what it is. My immune system is crappy. This is what happens. My face gets puffy, I get puffy up here, and my eyes get very dark. Well, it's a whole bunch of other things we won't talk about today, because today we're going to talk about some more shelling post-Storm Bertha out at two of my favorite places up in Pinellas County, Sunset Beach and Pass A Grille. Our friend Keily came to town for work and couldn't wait to get together with us again, and we haven't seen Keily in a while, probably since right before that last shelling pile we did over at Lido Key just before the hurricanes not last year, but year before. So it's been a while since we got together with Keily to go do some shelling up here. And of course, Pass A Grille is the place to go after any kind of Gulf dust up. So let's get out there and go see what we find. Alrighty. This way.
Over or over there?
Let's just go over this way. Check and see what's going on here. Sunset Beach, very windy. On Tuesday following Bertha, Bertha's still named and churning out in the Gulf. Long way from here, but she's made hazy skies and insane winds today. Thought maybe as the storm moved away from us to the north and west that we'd have a little less wind to contend with. And we were hoping yesterday's wind would recharge the shell piles. So let's go take a look. Now, Bertha is still out in the Gulf. It's extremely windy, and people did say something on my storm update about the audio being a little tough, so I'm going to do the best I can in this footage to try to curb that or just remove it completely and voice over. I don't normally like to do that. I like you guys to be able to experience it shelling with me as if you were right there, as if I'm talking right to you. So I'm going to see what I can do to address that in this video. That wind is something else. Wow, we haven't seen surf like this at Sunset Beach, nor surfers, in a good many months. Our gradual little drop down is looking goofy. And we're out here at about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon with low tide being around 6:37-ish tonight. So the tide level was going to be a little high anyway. We weren't expecting conditions to be quite so churned over here. And I can already tell approaching this shelf, there's a drop down. Erosion damage here at Sunset Beach. Oh yeah. Sunset Beach has gone through a crazy amount of changes since I first started shelling, which at this point would be about 5.5, 6 years ago. The channel's been going for about 3.5. So one of these days I have to go back and put a retrospective together to just show you what happens at one place year on year on year when the storms kind of keep coming and coming. We thankfully had a break last year, but as you can see, having a break doesn't stop erosion damage, especially not at this location. Oh, and that doesn't show real well on camera, but that's about an 18-20 inch drop right there from where I'm at to the next level down.
Pavilion's right there. Little set of rocks. Jackie and I were shelling right there. There is quite a bit on the beach though. So I guess I'm gonna figure out how to get down here, and then we'll see what's in those piles. I think I'm gonna take a knee. Not sure how I'm getting back up, but oh my gosh, I haven't seen quite this many shells on Sunset in a while either. But that surf is roaring. Now with the renourishment, there had not really been much in the way of surf action. Hadn't seen surfers here in months. And there's got to be 20 people running around here with boards, if not more. Conditions are ripe, and Sunset is a surfer's haven over here on the Gulf. And some shell piles, so let's see what we got. Take the knee again and get a little lower. And I hope this doesn't sound like I'm screaming, but I'm doing my best to overcome the wind. Buttercup Lucine, we'll leave it out there. Woo! Yeah, so it is. I didn't exactly come dressed for getting wet either. Alright, so spot slipper down there, all busted up. Broken pieces of stuff. Scallops. Broken whelks, broken fighting conchs. Brokens. We'll take this kind of pale buttercup and this little calico scallop. Now it looks kind of faded out, but I know when I get that wet, that light pink and those yellow stripes in there will show better. Shelling the water rather, not looking possible today. I really was expecting things to be calmer out here. Sometime during the night last night, I guess, or late afternoon yesterday, Bertha actually got named. The center of organization is crud. It's not going to make it past tropical storm strength. All the moisture is on the southern side of the storm. Not even going to be a big rain event for where it's heading on the Panhandle, Louisiana. But definitely got the Gulf angry. My goodness. There is a lot to look at on the beach. A lot more than the last time we were here, certainly. A lot of the usual suspects. Maybe it might be a little different if we get above the rocks. We'll take a look. The erosion line is a little disconcerting, considering that this thing never even got close to us. For the Gulf to be this churned and this much scarping happening, I'm a little surprised. All this really was a rain event until yesterday. Yesterday the wind picked up. A lot of smashed up, eh, babe? Here. Look at this Dulcinea with all these crazy colored stripes. Fun. Oh, hey, that's nice. Oh, baby, wow. Nice. That's a nice little scallop right there. Not a super deep pile of shells. High tide was a couple of hours ago. Lots of commons. Lots of crossbarred Venuses, arcs, jingles, some kip pops in here, broken base scallops, and a lot of broken everything else. My goodness. Half a sand dollar. Thinking Fort DeSoto might be worth a look today. Another faded buttercup. Water feels nice at least. A little cooler than usual. Alright, So high tide deposited a bunch of shells behind us. Let's go look above this rock gate. See if we can find anything over here. Quite a few surfers out here. Oof, it's rough. Alright. It's like the sand got stripped off of this stuff. Around again. Interesting, Dave. Look at. There's almost hardly any shells above the rocks. This is where all our fun little tinings were last time we were here. Well, I guess if we're gonna shell over here. Much to nothing up above the rocks at all. Over, but yeah, it's like the north side of this beach's got nothing on it. Unless we went further up, maybe. Okay then. Southward we roam. This is wild out here today. I did not think it was going to be this churned up at all. Boy, that could trick somebody.
Wow, fresh off our shark tooth hunting video, that could sure fool you. That is not in fact a shark's tooth, but it is a chunk of fossil bone. Now, once upon a time, before Sunset Beach had been just ripped up in the last few years from the storms, you actually could find some really cool fossils right there behind the pavilion. There was this set of stairs that went down to the next level, and there used to be these big limestone rocks. They're been covered over now by renourishment sand, but we used to find some of the coolest fossil shells at this spot.
Ooh. Got an alternate talon here. And a calico clam. Cool. That's a whole lot of common and broken there. Big broken piece of a moon. More sand dollar pieces than I was expecting too. Are you cool? Ah, look at a little baby turkey wing. That's cute. Kitten paw there. Whelks are in pieces. Got a seraph with a bunch of oysters. Popped right off. Good sized one. Here's a nice broad rib cardita. And what do we got over here? Some coquinas too. Boy, that wind is trying to take those things right out of my hand. There's an auger. Okay, so there's stuff here. I'll have to hold on to those. There's a little surf-worn comb bittersweet. Alright, well, not low-hanging fruit, but certainly not empty either. Let's see what else we can find. Get these guys in the jar before the wind takes them away from me. And, oh, it's all tore up. I was going to see a little fighting conch there, but it's in really rough shape. Yep, there sure is. Under this skim of sand here there is more shells under there, so that's a pretty one. Pretty in pink. Another broken whelk. Lots of teasy broken whelk pieces here today. Goodness gracious. A torn up olive over here. That's the first one of those I've spotted. Mostly crossbars and arcs from the looks of things, and smashed pen shell. There's smashed pen shell everywhere. Wow. Well, this is the most shells we've seen at Sunset Beach in a while, so I'm actually kind of excited about this, because if there's this much here, then Pass A Grille should be really good. Oh, what a pretty orange scallop. Look at you. Aren't you adorable? Great color. Nice. Quite a lot of calico clams today. There we have either a really wonky kitten paw or a really big frond oyster. Kind of makes me think frond oyster with all this ruffly stuff.
Wow, we don't get to talk about these guys very much because they don't wash up onto the beach very often. These are frond oysters, and you can see them moving kind of into the center of the screen just above some kitten's paws, which sometimes they can be mistaken for, but they are a completely different little creature. And actually, they kind of look like fall leaves, don't they? They're super pretty. So the reason they don't wash up on the beach very often is they grab onto rocks and coral reefs and sea fans and sea whips with these little finger-like protrusions, much like Atlantic wing oysters will do, which is why we don't find a lot of them, because of the way they've cemented themselves onto the sea fans and the sea whips. They typically will not wash in a lot by themselves. They are important filter feeders and will suck in different things out of the water, little bits of food and detritus and things like that, just like all other oysters are filter feeders. And they tend to be found in fairly shallow tropical waters. You can find them all over the place, but if you find one on the beach, grab it and take it home, because we don't see them there often.
Normally I like coming to Sunset Beach after a dust up, because we usually find really different, cool, more rare stuff. It's still maybe a little too choppy for that right now. Gulf is very kicked up. Oh, not seeing much in the way of moon snails, murex, whelks, or fighting conchs. Good-sized Dulcinea there. Piece of a fighting conch. Lots of broad ribs. Lots of broad rib carnitas. And these guys too. Lots of little kittens. A number of alternate talons as well. Oh, look at this one. Bummer. Kind of orangey sherbety. Aw, well, baby sunray. Hello. You're adorable. I like you. Lovely. There's a spikier spiny jewel box. And a little baby base scallop. And there's some of these really nice, light, creamy colored regular calico scallops here. These are great. Pale yellows and oranges all over. Little baby surf clam. That's cute. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah. So lots of color. Look how cute that is. A little tiny spiny. Another white Atlantic simile. That one unfortunately has a hole through it. Nice white calico scallop. And another calico clam. Hold on, guys. Don't take off in the wind. baby bay right there. And there too. Some nice oranges all over the place. Lots of orange. Boy, stuff is pounded out here. My goodness. Another buttercup lucine and another calico scallop. Hey! Albino prickly! Got that nice see-through-y kind of thing going on there. A little chipped on the edge. I'm gonna be okay with that.
Now, the only time we usually find these albino prickly cockles is after a big storm or dust up. That's when they wash in. I don't know necessarily what that means. I surmise it means they're maybe a little further out and a little deeper than their colorful companions are, but I have no way to back that up or prove that. If they were a super common sight, we would find them all the time right alongside of the prickly cockles. And yet we only see these albinistic ones coming in after we have a dust up out in the Gulf or some kind of a storm action that is heavy wind, whatever, has brought them in. So I'm not really sure what the story is with these, but these are really, really super fun find. Now notice on this shell how kind of transmissive it is as far as light goes. And you hold it up with the light behind it and this thing practically glows. There's a big difference between something that's white and kind of non-translucent or fossilized versus an albinistic shell which has a translucency and a light transmission through it that really is breathtaking, as well as a sparkling white appearance on the beach as opposed to just a plain white. So that's how you tell the difference between an albinistic shell and a regular one.
Nice sunray Venus, some unusual colors on that one. That's cool. That wind. This footage is going to be terrible. Audio-wise, this is going to be a mess. So we are probably going to roll out of here in just a couple of minutes and see what's what over at Pass A Grille. And then maybe Fort DeSoto if we have time. But I did want to see what was going on here. Scarping once again, and the haze in the air, the salt spray in the air is crazy. I mean, it's already clouding up my glasses. And you can see it looking further down the beach. It almost looks like there's sea fog. It's not. It's surf spray from all of this intensity out here on the Gulf. So far, Bertha is exactly what we wanted and needed. Rain and recharge shell piles.
What in the heck is this doing up here? That's not a bad fighting conch, actually.
It's the nicest one we've seen all day.
I wonder how high the water got with the wind and the high.
This is too high, I think. Somebody probably just dropped that, but... And a nice point on it. This will be the last shell we pick up here at Sunset Beach. Gonna head on down to Fort DeSoto next. Or Pass A Grille, one of the two. Probably Pass A Grille, it's closer. See what other goodies are out here.
Oh, man. Wind. All right, I did the best I could, guys. And in some instances, I adjusted the settings. In others, I let the software decide how to try to fix the audio. As you can tell, the wind was just impossible to contend with out there at Sunset Beach. Now, that's not all the time, but when we've got a dust up in the Gulf, it happens. And I am still looking for a good solution to that. Let me just show you guys something really quick. So on a GoPro, you have microphones here, and there's another one over here on the bottom or the side or something like that, and then there's some drain holes. And if you try to cover this over with what they call a foam wind muff, which is a piece that fits around the outside of the camera, you then cannot open the door unless you yank that foam thing off, then change your battery, get the door back on, and then try to position the foam thing back into place. It is a nightmare. And I have been dealing with this for some time with GoPro. Now, they do make one of these. This is for taking it underwater. Of course, this blocks off all of your microphones, and you really can't hear anything. And it's also very difficult to change the battery. And unfortunately, both the foam muff and that hard plastic case both cause my cameras to overheat. Never mind the fact that it's 115 outside right now with the heat index going on the beach too. But yeah, with it that hot, even with a breeze like we had blowing here on Sunset Beach, it'll overheat with those foam things on them like that. Overheating, you guys have known that I've had a problem with my camera overheating now for I don't even know how long. So I'm still looking for something that I can put on this thing, because wireless is not an option for me, okay? There's where the port is, underneath the battery door, for plugging in a wired set for a microphone, not wireless. Not like I can clip it onto me and then just run around with something jacked into this. I would actually have to have a wire going from the camera to my microphone. The other alternative is something called a media mod, which snaps around the entirety of the camera, which you have to kind of maneuver around to get your battery in and out. And oh yeah, that's $160. That's not really feasible on the beach, okay? Also, I don't like that it compromises the waterproof ability because I'm constantly getting splashed in the wave in the splash zone. So not a huge fan of the muff, not a huge fan of a wired solution either. Now, some of the newer ones, the newer GoPros, are able to do wireless setups. Most anybody shooting with a DJ or like an Osmo or an actual cell phone can do this wirelessly, but with this older GoPro 11, I am not able to do that. So my last resort is I ordered something called dead cats. Sorry for the reference, but that's what they call them. And what they are is something that you glue a little metal thing like over where your microphone hole is, and this fuzzy stuff will stick to it. Not a super awesome solution, but I'll have to try it the next time it's windy to see if it helps any. So for those who've noticed the audio issues, well, what I'm up against is $150 plus tax plus shipping for a media mod, which still won't let me change my batteries and will require me to buy an additional pack that will then not sit on my necklace. Or try the dead cats, see if they work. Or kick in for a new camera with a wireless Bluetooth setup, which right now, yeah, that would cost me probably about $600. And I only make like $120 a month on YouTube, guys. I don't make anything on this. I do this because it's fun, because I want to teach people, not because I'm getting rich at it or anything like that. So yeah, it may be a little while before I have that resolved. So just know that it's a factor of GoPro and outside, and I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Enough about all that camera crap. Let's go now from Sunset Beach over to Pass A Grille. We tossed the idea around of maybe Fort DeSoto, maybe Pass A Grille, but when I got in touch with Keily, excuse me, when I got in touch with Keily, she was wanting to go to Pass A Grille. She had been there the night before. She wanted to see if anything had been brought in since, because Gulf had been really churned the night prior. So we went over to our happy place, Pass A Grille, to see what we could find over there and have some more fun.
All right, we started out at Sunset, now we're at Pass A Grille. Yeah, I'm looking for our Shell Buddy Keily. Met Keely a couple years ago, and we did come shell with me up here. And no, I just texted her when we got here. I'll never hear the phone in this wind. I don't know if she will either. I think that's her right there. Well, hey, Shell Buddy. Good, how are you? Dude, I really thought the wind would be a little less vicious today. I didn't think it was going to be this turned up.
It was like this last night, and I thought it would be
I mean, the further it's moving away from us, the more wind we're getting. It's crazy. It's good to see you again. How are you?
Oh my goodness.
So good to see you again, babe.
Good to see you.
So you find anything down there?
You know, just the usual suspects. But check this out. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, nice.
It's broken, but I
Would have been pretty whole, but you
I
can have
know.
some crafty fun with that.
That's exactly it. Now
Yeah.
that you've taught me to get a Dremel.
Yes, ma'am.
Safe. But look, albinos already.
Excellent. I found one at sunset, and I found a couple of smalls. Got one
Piece of glass.
good fighting conch,
Oh, good job.
which was way up by the pavilion. I don't even know what it was doing there.
Huh.
And I got one albino and a couple of littles. Not a ton,
Well,
but that wind, oh my gosh.
Woo.
It filmed up my glasses so bad I couldn't see anything from the salt spray up there.
Pretty much. Come down. Come on.
Is it stuck in the bottom?
Yes. I love this thing.
I do too. I love these little jars.
Oh my gosh. Come out.
Here, take the handle to my thingy.
There he goes.
You got it?
Look at the line in him.
Oh, that's a cute little sharp rib drill. That's nice.
Usually they're like this, you know, plain old, but this one was orange and had a line.
That's great.
Made me happy.
Alrighty. And there's piles on the beach, which is pretty awesome too. And I see people digging in the rocks. That must mean there's stuff over there in the rocks as well.
And you know where the two rip currents come together at the bottom?
It must be vicious out there.
I couldn't stand in the water last night. It knocked me over.
Yeah, I would expect about the same today. There's rip current warnings all around the central and southern Gulf. Yesterday night and today. Well, it seems like it filled the rocks in with some more sand. A little easier on me to get down here. So how crazy is this? Look how much has changed here. All right, looks like people digging here. We got a nice line here. Our big sandbar is pretty much disappearing. Aha, this is what we come to Pass A Grille for, piles. And we got piles. So this is fun, nice rack line. Wow, so that little cut that was over here is filled completely. It is gone today. Gone. All right, to show you what I mean, we're going to take a little flashback to a couple episodes ago when I was with Jackie at Pass A Grille when she was in town for COA. That's the cut I'm talking about. Now, when Roxanne was here with us, this was much, much bigger and loaded with horse conchs. There was sand along the rocks, and that water was away from the rocks by a few feet. So it had already changed in a couple of months to this, where it was starting to close off at the bottom. Keely is telling us this filled in overnight. Wow. That's intense. Ooh, that makes me happy. An Atlantic fat talon, my swoopy potato chips.
Potato chip shell.
I love my swoopy potato chips. One of my all-time favorite shells, the Atlantic fat talon. We have a number of talons here in Florida, but this guy is my favorite. I love that goofy, swoopy shape to it. That irregular doesn't match on both sides of the animal, with the left and the right being different. I love everything about this shell. We have a good number of talons available here to us on the southwest Gulf side of Florida. And you can see this collection put together here by Bailey Matthews Museum. This shows 14 of them. There's a couple of them missing on here. One of them would be, they only show the speckled talon, but there's a speckled and a Mexican talon that kind of look alike. But just as an aside, of the talons that we have available to us here on the Gulf side, not only is the Atlantic fat talon the biggest, it's also one of the most difficult to find. It is not considered a common shell beach find here on the southwest Florida Gulf. Now, part of their charm is the fact that the left side and the right side of the shell aren't exactly shaped the same, and that odd ball-shaped configuration is one of the things that helps the animal live just under the surface of the sand where it feeds. It doesn't have to hop around like cockles do to move around or anything like that. It doesn't flap itself open and close like scallops to swim through the water. These guys will move themselves through the sand. They're like little Hoover vacuums, kind of sucking up algae and little bits of like decaying plant or fish or shellfish, whatever, little animals. So they're important for keeping the sands and the water itself clean as well. These are just the coolest shell. The Atlantic Fat Talon. I absolutely love these guys. That's a great Atlantic Fat Talon. Oops, turned the camera off while I was trying to point the camera down. Nice. Little Sunray Venus is out here too. Great. Nice. Yeah, there were some of those at sunset also. Yeah, I picked up a few and some.
Sunset have a car line when you rode it?
Yeah, it did. It was about a 1.5 foot drop over there.
I saw it last night. You can see the
Alright, what do we got here? Oh, pretty prickly with just the lightest pinky lavender in there. Oh, that's so beautiful. My goodness. And a yellow cockle and another Sunray Venus. Awesome. Part of me wants to get my feet in the water and part of me knows I'm not going to be able to see a thing out there.
It feels so good though.
Yeah, the water temperature came down a couple degrees. It's actually kind of nice. Look at the size of that monster. Big Sunray Venus. Kind of rough.
How big this prickly cockle is?
Oh yeah, there's some monster ones out here.
Wow. Here you go.
That's fun.
That is cool.
Ooh, there's an auger.
You and Roxanne have me doing the darn shell flowers. So
Do you want to make some shell flowers too? If you check out the Mostly Making Stuff playlist on my channel, you will find this video where I showed for a Mother's Day video how to make a shadowbox out of a number of different kinds of shell flowers. It gives you instructions on how to do that. And yes, they are super addictive and super fun.
now every Atlantic, I used to walk by the yellow prickly cockles, and now it's petal, petal, petal.
I love those yellows, especially on a cloudy, overcast day. The color jumps right out.
Does it feel good?
Yes, it does. It feels lovely. Ooh, there's a little prickly baby. Little tiny spiny. Little white Atlantic Semele, little surfer in there. Pieces of whelks all over the place. Another yellow prickly right there. So let's see, how deep is this? Like, how thick is this pile of shells? Not super thick. So whatever got put up on this beach got pulled back off and then put back today, from the looks of it.
It back off at the end already.
I bet. Ooh. Almost a whelk. Wow, wow, wow. I don't care, the top is pretty. I'm gonna take that. That's lovely. And look at this pretty yellow jingle. Look at those guys again for a second. Broken tulips too. All over the place. The Atlantic giant cockles. Look at the size of this beast. Smashed. Well, we didn't have piles like this when me and Jackie were here, I'll tell you that. Goodness gracious. Although we had fun. We did a lot of tiny hunting that day. We found a lot of good ones. That T-drill was awesome. She got a Wentel. And you know what? I have found Wennel traps twice now at Fort DeSoto. They won't be found today.
Trap at Fort DeSoto.
Nice.
Up in the hive, just in the sand, sitting there.
Yep.
I thought I was going back to the car. I thought it was an oasis because I was so thirsty.
Less pen shells than I would have thought. Oh, that's pretty. Nice. I mean, I would have expected piles of them, and now all the water has gone over there, but is there anything trapped shell-wise over there?
I didn't even look.
You know what? I think I might go monkey around and look in there for a second.
Never know.
Mission impossible. Here we go. Oh, I like these, the yellows.
Aren't they beautiful?
There's a lot of those.
They're everywhere.
All right, let's go up here. See what we can see. So the water definitely got this high. You can see all the crusty foam up here. And this was water last time. There's just the littlest bit trapped over here now. All filled in with sand. Crazy. Wow, where'd you come from? You weren't here the last time I was here. So yeah, you would think there'd be stuff stuck in the rocks over here, but there isn't. Kind of fun to see this rock line though. I might go poking over by the rock to see what I can see. I just might wait a little bit longer for the tide to drop. Other goodies we have over here. Very surf-worn fragile mactra. Another docinia. There's a surf clam. And another little worm. And a baby buttercup lucine. And a much bigger one. Oh, that's nice. There's jingles everywhere. And the yellows. Oh, it's a little yellow pricklies. Look how lovely. So oranges and yellows all over this beach as well. Water shelling conditions look like full Nestle Quick. Don't think I'm gonna find much over here. Now, if this were not so churned up, you can see there is stuff on the bottom over here. Wow, that current though, whoa. Gracious. Yeah, there is stuff out here. Oh, a nice big surf clam there in the water. No, certainly Venus. He's got some barnacles going though. I think I'll leave that guy. And a nice mid-size Atlantic giant cockle. Everything has this nice orangey color today. This is kind of great. Oh yeah, there's shells all over out here. Oh, wow. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'm in calf deep water, and that wave almost knocked me right over. And you can see how close to the shore I am. So, this is a plant your feet and really be careful kind of a day. Everything is moving so fast, and the water is so churned. It's almost hard to get out of the water. Wow. Where'd John go? Around the bottom?
Yeah.
He's probably making his way over to the dog beach to see if there's anything over there. I can't get over the fact that that big cut is all filled in.
In one night.
I mean, that's nuts.
And I thought it would be real soft and shifty.
No, it got packed in there pretty good with the wave action from the looks of things. Go right ahead.
Please don't break.
There's a big chunk of whelk there. Is it whole? Probably not. Nope. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Look at the size of some of these arcs. Man.
Wow.
Is that a simile right there by you? And a cone.
No, look at that.
Look at you.
Good job.
Hey. Right on.
Nice. An elegant Dostina.
Beautiful.
Is that the one with the ridges?
Yep. I picked up a cone, which is just a Florida cone, a Sunray Venus, and an auger. Let's make sure he's not occupied. Uh-oh. No, that's critter legs. Got a little long-wristed hermit crab in there. Put you back there, buddy. I'll take that cone, though. That's cool. Nice spiny jewel box. I'll take you. And a piece of worm. We're supposed to be on outgoing tide here. I'm a little surprised that stuff is still coming up quite this high. I don't think we're gonna hit low tide till like almost 7 o'clock. Maybe later, depending. The times were all over the place. The tide levels north of us were way worse.
I couldn't figure anything out.
Hey.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Lightning whelk. A little roughed up, but we'll take it.
There was a young girl out of town on the beach yesterday trying desperately to find lightning bolts. We were all looking for them for her. So she could take them on the plane.
Time of year is the low tides, the good negatives and stuff like that. They're all at night after the sun goes down. So you kind of need a headlamp. Now on this beach, you don't really have to worry about turtle nesting. It shifts too much over here at the bottom for the turtles to even think about it.
I've never seen a nest sign over
No,
here.
nor have I. Whoa. What else did you push in, Mother Ocean? Ooh, look at this one with the peach inside. How pretty is that?
Oh, that is pretty.
Nice and bright. Oh, there's a yellow one.
Thank you.
There you go.
It's a petal.
Oh, look at this broken pear.
Oh,
Heartbreaker. Ooh, juvie fighter. A little roughed up, missing some of the lip, but that's pretty cool still. I like it. Big broken piece of an olive.
I was here last week and a young girl was showing it her snorkeling at the point. She found a full genomia.
Get out of here.
A
Nice.
little crack in the aperture, that was it.
Here's another yellow one.
Oh, thank you.
And look, I found a purple tageless.
Oh, nice.
I can't believe that's not smashed.
That's
All these
all the way
big,
up here.
I know, all these big, thick, heavy shells are all smashed up.
Wow.
Little fragile macra clam there. Awesome. Yep, Pass A Grille doing its Pass A Grille thing today. Boy, there are some big pieces of whelk out here. Look at that orange and brown. That would have been nice.
Oh,
Wow.
there's a man albino over there.
Right by me.
There you go.
Hello, albino. Beautiful. Pieces of tulips. Broken up lace murex. Boy, that is a ratty one. Wow, that one's in tough shape. My goodness. Some spiky, spiny jewel boxes. All right, I'll take that out, that little spiky guy and that nice albino. Beautiful albino prickly cockle right there. Gorgeous. See right through there. Lovely. Ah, this feels like proper Pass A Grille, I'll tell you.
Yes. And the
Yep.
shells are under there. They're just under the sand.
Yeah, there's got to be more than this.
Whenever I'm walking low tide, you can see the layers. So that looks like a
calico clam.
Oh.
Not to be confused with the calico scallop. Boy, buttercups too. Lots of those guys. Broken fragile macra.
I found the prettiest egg on here last night.
Oh, awesome. Did it have the yellow with the zigzaggies?
Yes.
Pristis, the Pristis egg cockle.
Yes.
You know what? The Pristis isn't in that book.
Okay. No
But if you
wonder.
go look up Pristis egg cockle on Bailey Matthews, you'll find it.
That's what I need to do. I even got the big book thinking maybe I just need.
Broken moon.
It's amazing how difficult it is to find information on shells.
Yes, it is. All these years, a couple hundred now, people have been collecting shells, naming shells. Dr. P's books are really good, though.
They really are.
Dr. Patook's books are awesome. He came to the shell show in February, and then we ran into his buddy, David Bershauer. He was at the COA.
Right. I saw that.
David's cool. Love David. And Dr. P is the nicest guy, and he's so generous with his information. He's always willing to help and answer a question. We genuinely had a nice time with him.
People I gravitate towards.
Yeah, he's cool. If you can come back in February, you should, because we're going to be at the big location again, too.
Don't worry. I'm actually looking at going to the club in that way on the weekend things that I can go to. And I noticed y'all had the meetings in the evening.
Yeah, we do, actually. That's because most of the folks work, so we were getting together after dinner time. It makes for a long evening, but one night a month, so it's not too terrible. From us, well, now that we're in Palmetto, it's like 30 miles to get down to where the meeting is, but like I said, it's one time a month. There's a nice, pretty buttercup.
Oh, never mind. I'm kidding.
Did something trick you? Hey, at least there's shells here. Do you know how many weeks it's been with almost nothing here? This is fabulous. Summer shelling, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a yellow Keely.
Oh, thank you.
Look at these pieces of orange and brown whelks. The oranges and yellows today, man. Oranges and yellows all over the place. Yellow prickly, yellow prickly, yellow prickly. I'm going to make a flower out of these guys. They're so sunny and pretty. Oh, that's nice. Well, you know it's rough when the fighting conchs are broken. Man. This got smashed on that jetty. I don't understand how I find a Tageless not broken and fighting conchs that are. Makes no sense. Oh my goodness. What's left of a baby's ear? Look at this. Bummer. There's what's left of a fig snail there. Jeez. And these fighting conchs are destroyed. Wow. Oh my gosh, a whole whelk. Baby whelk, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Baby whelk, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, wow. And he's got a fun repair on him, too. That's cool. That's really neat. Lovely. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, there's one right by me. Not quite as long, but nice and coily. Yeah. That's a good one.
I found a lucky lemon here last night.
Excellent. Did you find something else good next to it?
You know what? Right after that's when I found that orange. Now that we're saying that, that's when I found that
Limpets are lucky, I promise.
I never even considered that.
Yep, limpets don't lie. When you find limpets, there's always something else good on the beach. You just got to slow down and look. Limpets are lucky. Here we have an egg cockle here. This guy looks like it's a little older, fossilized, definitely low oxygen, sediment discolored. Got a hole in the back there, it doesn't bother me. Nice. Well, I don't see his bag overflowing. He probably found a couple things though. There's a pretty little calico scallop and a cute little distocinia. Lovely. Fun shelling. Lots to look at. Ooh, look at this. It's a prickly covered in barnacles. That's kind of fun. All right, you know what? I'm keeping that. That's cool. Rinse my hands off here. All sandy. Big broken pen shells out here. Wow. Alright, I'm willing to bet there's a whole line of stuff here that we're still not even seeing. And once that tide is fully out, we will. If the Gulf was not so churned up, there would be much less to contend with out here, but the Gulf is angry. And Bertha just needs to get over herself. Oh, horse conch, how you tease me. How you tease me. There's another yellow. I figure if I pick up about 25 of them, I'll have enough for a flower. Oh, look at how pretty the top of that is.
Ooh, that's pretty.
That's gorgeous. That guy's getting cut down and made into something. Huh. What you got?
Are you a super shoe?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I watch you!
That is the back piece of an angel wing, John.
How
Nice.
are you?
Nice to meet you.
I see you with I like her and I like
That's Charmin. And then our friend Roxanne from over at Florida Beach Rocks on the other side of the state. Brought Roxanne here this winter, as a matter of fact.
That's what I said. I said,
Yeah.
get her over here. And Charmin.
Yeah, we had her here in February after that big blow-in, and it was insanely good.
I couldn't resist after the winter.
I honestly really thought, because it moved northwest, it was going to be calmer out here today. But
That's what I
apparently,
thought.
but the wind, I guess, picked up yesterday, and the Gulf is very angry.
It is, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the perfect time to go down to with Allie and take a tour on kite.
You know, Key Wade and the herd is pretty hot right now, too. They had some kind of big starfish wash-in.
It was the 5th, and we didn't find that much. But after that, I think it picked up, of course, because I wasn't there.
The baby's here!
Oh,
No!
the baby's here!
It's not broken! Yay!
Well, that's awesome.
What's your name?
Bessie.
Bessie? Mitch. Nice to meet you.
meet
And this is
you.
our buddy Keely. She came to
So nice.
She came to come show with me a couple years ago here at Pass A Grille.
Yeah.
We were up at the little restaurant place, and she told me she was coming back to town. I'm like, well, come on, let's go.
As soon as I heard the voice, I said, oh my God, that's gotta be her.
That's me.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe I found a baby's
shocked.
here.
That's amazing. I love Pass A Grille. I stay in Clearwater most of the time. I'm here.
Mhm.
I'm from New York. And I drove down, but I usually stay in Clearwater, but this is the closest piece that I find similar.
All right, from one former New Yorker to another, which one of the boroughs, or are you up in Albany?
No,
Queens, okay.
downstate, my friend.
My mom grew up just south of Albany,
Really?
a little place called East Nassau. Yep.
Okay.
Wow, look at the spikes
Well,
on that guy.
that's okay. I know. I've been finding
Nice.
a lot of them. A lot of spiny jewel boxes. Oh my God, so nice to meet you. I feel like this is incredible. Bessie. Bessie, yeah. Are you on her Shell Buddy's Facebook page? I'm on you, I'm on Roxanne, and I'm on...
Yeah, I've got mine, and then I've got Eshway Bijou's Shell Buddies.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, so they're...
I gotta look for that.
It's just my name with an apostrophe S.
Okay.
Shell Buddies. And that's me too. I kind of have that set up so that I can share information that isn't in videos, but I also kind of have that so people can make connections with each other and find people to go show it.
It's like a very unity.
It is.
Oh my God, I actually started a resin channel.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so
I suck at that 24-hour cure stuff, but I'm a fair hand with the lamp and the UV.
Oh, actually,
I like that.
UV is my least
Here, Keely.
But another baby's here?
No, she's looking for she wants yellow crossbar Venuses.
Because I don't even look at those.
She's wanting to make a flower, but she wants just yellow.
Oh yeah, the yellows are beautiful.
I got a yellow and purple, but that's not really that yellow.
Yellow crown, so I made a full purple, and now I'm going to try for the yellow. They're in abundance. But I spent about an hour over there by the rocks.
Was there anything good in the rocks, or is it all smashed to smithereens?
Apple Murexes.
We've been wondering where those were. They should be out this time of year.
You know what? Be careful with the water over there because the waves are really, really...
I almost got knocked over just right out here behind you. It's they're hitting with a particular level of force today that we are not used to here.
Tomorrow should be quieter.
It should.
So I think I'm ditching my son. We're supposed to go to the beach together tomorrow. But I said, guess what? I think we're going to have to postpone that. Because I want to come back here tomorrow. What happened?
Alright, got a fun shingle.
Shelly takes a little lift.
And a really nice sunray Venus. Look at that.
I love the little sun rays.
They're so cute.
I'm finding them, and that's great for my shell.
I love this size.
I'm so glad I'm finding the little ones, because with the big ones, I make shell crafts.
And they are tough to cut.
Boards.
That clear, where the zig party, the sun rays are on it. Man, you should get into that with a Dremel, and it flakes, and it cracks, and it chips, and it's miserable. I've even tried painter's tape, and nuh-uh.
Really?
Yeah, even with painter's tape, I'm having trouble with them.
I did not try to drill a hole in it yet.
Here's a yellow one.
Another yellow one. You must be able to find a couple, because look, there's another one that's in it. It's not totally yellow, but look.
That's yellow enough.
That's yellow enough. See? We're here to help each other. Oh, I love these.
Oh, aren't they awesome?
Love the
Calico clam, nice.
My favorite. Did you find?
Have you ever watched Anna Chan?
No.
Okay, she lives up in New York, and she goes out to Long Island to go shelling there.
That's where I live now.
And she makes the craziest, coolest shell art.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, this is awesome.
Here, this one yellow enough?
Actually, I'm not sure if I've ever found an albino
Well, you
one.
have one now.
Anna does some really cool shell work from stuff up there too. Oh, dang, that's broken. Way to let it simile, darn.
Shells, because I want to incorporate them into my resin.
Tinies make me happy.
I love it.
I love tiny
I love
shells.
it. And when I find the sunray Venus clam so small, the big ones I use in crafts. But the little ones, and that's why I like these dark serrats, because those are easy to fit under the resin.
They also make really fun spiky balls too.
Yeah.
They're
They
great
do.
for that.
Oh my God, it was so nice to meet you.
I'm glad we got a chance to meet you, Bessie.
Yeah, very nice to meet you.
All right, we're heading for the rocks. Happy shelling, my friend.
Come back tomorrow.
Happy hunting. Nice to meet you. Oh, there's John over there at the rocks. They're all wrapped up. This one's not off. Oh my God, the wind just took that right out of my hand. I didn't want it that bad, I guess. The beach still wants it. The beach can have it. Am I hallucinating, or is that a tugboat? I can't make out what it says on the side, but kinda looks like sea tow maybe. I always get nervous, you know, when you see one of those tugs going out, because it usually means somebody's got a boat and they're in trouble. Hello. Look how hard you got banged up. It broke your knobs right off. Wow. That's too bad. There's a little baby fragile matra. Fun. Nice little docinia. They're like surf clams, but thinner. And they got that weird ridge that runs down the back side of them that keeps the periostracum on it sometimes. Are you full? Ooh, you are. Got a cute sunrise. Well, alrighty. Ooh, the nacre in this one's nice though. Look at that. Look at that. And he's not even that gross. Most of the time they're really gross on the outside. He's really not bad at all. I love that right there. Did you find anything, babe? Find anything? Yeah? We have to scream at each other. We can hardly hear each other over the surf and the wind. Wow, it's loud out here. Wow, more pen shells. Lots and lots of them. Oh, wow. That's a nice egg. Golly, babe, that's a huge one. Yeah? Taking a rest?
No, I'm sitting. I'm done.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go meander over here and see if I can find some more cool stuff. Oh, look at this big egg. Right here. Nice big egg cockle there. And a sailor's ear.
Just walked over.
Look at that. Those are fun. All right, Freda, that one's for you. It might have just. Ooh. Too bad you didn't meet that guy sooner. You'd have taken him home. Nice yellow. There's a nice big buttercup there. And another docinia. Oh, don't move. There we go. Baby, whoop, doop, 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 baby, whoop, doop, 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 doop. And there was a slightly bigger yellow one over here. That washed away. Aha! Now it's missing some of the stem, but I will take both of those. Nice. I love my baby whelks. I like the little ones. Yes, I saw him walking you over one over there. A nice good sized one, yeah. You know what? Another 2 days.
Oh my God, this is calm.
It's going to be killer out here. I can't believe I got 2 baby whelks. Hello. Another one. Got a turtle chomp. Right on. Oh, come on now. I got GoPro batteries in my pocket. Damn it. All right, those waves are coming in a little hot. All right, so there's piles up here. Yeah, a big pile of stuff over here. And you know there's got to be stuff under this too. I give people total anxiety on my channel with this right here.
You're super brave, and I see you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. My name's Michelle. You can call me Mitch because Mitch Shells.
Mitch Natalie.
Nice to meet you, Natalie.
Like a strong handshake.
Appreciate it. Well, you know, I'm gripping onto this thing for dear life. That's where I got all those animals.
I'm happy you got those lightning walks. That's a good feeling.
I am too. I'm glad you guys got the big one. That's awesome too.
Been looking for. We come here every Saturday for the last month. Been looking for a big one. I said today in the car. You know what I said? I said
2 days from now in the morning.
I said I
2 days from now in the morning.
A big lightning walk. That's all I said.
See?
I manifested it.
Told the universe what you wanted and I gave it to you.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works.
Heck yeah. No, 2 more mornings and.
Yeah, once all this.
Bertha is gone up in the Pensacola now, so.
Bertha can get over herself.
Yeah, for real. I hate these. They make me think it's something good.
You know, they make nice candles though. When you get the whole ones.
I can't use them for something. And these I really don't like.
Oh, but the nacre is so pretty.
What is that? What is
It's called a pen shell. I didn't pick up a lot of them because they're big and they take up a lot of space in the bag.
Exactly.
This is a rough pen shell. Look at the inside of that though.
Oh, that's where that color comes
That's
from.
where that.
Find those
Yep. That oil slick green, blue, and purple. That's where that comes from. Is these guys right here. And when you get them when they're hinged and you open them up, they make a heart. Like a really perfect little heart.
There's a playlist on my channel called Mostly Making Stuff. And if you look last summer's videos about a year or so ago, there's this video here, Oh, Those Tiny Shells, which shows you a full heart-shaped opened out pen shell and instructions for this project on how to make a shadow box filled with littles out of it. And I'll link that playlist at the end of the video so that you can find that and some really fun other cool crafty projects.
You came by yourself?
No, my boyfriend's over there and our friend Keely's with us too. I did something called Come Shell With Me a couple summers ago here, and we all got together up at Paradise Grill and then came down here and shelled. And Keely came out for that, and she got a hold of me because she was coming out here for work to Tampa this week, coming back to Florida. I'm like, well, come on, we're going.
Let's go.
And then Bertha decided to jack it all up.
Rough out here, but
Yeah, dude, sunset.
at your
Haven't
home
seen
risk.
Sunset Beach surfers in months.
When we
They
came,
were all out catching
we
it
came
today.
on, what was it, Sunday? They were surfing.
Yeah.
And then it started raining, and we were like, we gotta go.
Sunset Beach is the only place around here really that you kind of can
No,
surf.
they surfed here.
Oh, here?
Yeah, right.
With these insane currents? Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't either.
Well, congratulations on your welt, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, whoa.
Another one. I'll take it with the rest of it.
That's gotta go.
Yeah, I'm not. Look at
Tetanus waiting to happen right there, dang.
this.
You know, this flooded so bad during Idalia, and then again for Helene and Milton. They'll be finding stuff from people's houses on this beach at least for the next 5 years.
There's a blender washed up the other day.
A blender. A blender. Well, all right. We had a great time at Sunset Beach and now here at Pass A Grille. The surf is nasty. The current is rough. And the Gulf is angry. But the beach has shells and it's been a good day. Awesome post Bertha shelling. Thanks, Pass A Grille. Had another cool outing.
So how much fun was this? Being able to go out and see a few more shells on the beach in the summer than we have been seeing lately, and to get together with our buddy Keely and go out for some more little shelling with buddies adventures. Pass A Grille, always a favorite spot. No matter how little or how much I find there, it's just a vibe. It's very hard to explain, but if you've been there, well, if you know, you know. Pass A Grille is just... what a great place. One of my happy places. Definitely always on my list after a dust-up in the Gulf of Mexico or America, whichever you call it. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week, and I really hope you enjoyed this post-storm shelling adventure out at Sunset and Pass A Grille. And remember, if you want to have adventures like these, then you know what you need to do. Get out there and go shelling! And make sure you stay tuned here to the channel because we're going to have some really neat other fun things coming up very, very soon. We're going to take a trip out to Longboat Key and find a super awesome find. We're going to talk about coastal Kinnesaiga and take a look at how to do that kind of a project. And I have for offer some amazing exclusive patterns that you won't see anywhere else, because I didn't turn them into Kennesaga patterns from stained glass patterns. I actually purpose built these patterns just for doing coastal Kennesaga. So you guys are going to get a how-to and the opportunity to get some more of those patterns for exploring more on this fun craft on your own. Almost no barrier to entry, easy to get into, really a lot of fun. Slow crafting, but not too slow. Won't take you months to do something, just a couple of days. Absolutely perfect for those rainy summer days when it's just too hot or too much thunder and lightning to go anywhere. What else have we got coming up? Oh, we're gonna go shelling. I've got 3 or 4 different places of footage that you guys have never seen. And we're gonna travel back in time a little bit to something really special for the Pass A Grille in the next few weeks too. Now, of course, my schedule can change. If we get something going on in the Gulf and there's another dust up, you know it, everything gets dropped for me to do beach report and storm coverage. Then we get back to our regularly scheduled programming. But in the meantime, since nobody knows what's going to happen, stay tuned to the channel and you'll always either get the latest information on the Florida Gulf beaches following a storm, or some really fun shelling adventures that you can come along with too. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week right here from the beach.